I have found something that's very annoying. So I thought that in between episodes, I would come over to the shop and kind of start restocking it. Because, well, I came over here and we were dead out of rockets. Meaning that I really needed to go ahead and restock this, in which I have done it. I've gone over, I've AFK'd a bit, and I've come back and I've put a few more rockets inside of these barrels. But here's the annoying part. I do not have any wings yet. So the entire time we are using this horse right here to go from here to the base, all the way over to the creeper farm. Everywhere that we need to go is on this horse. And no offense to the horse, it's a really fast horse, but an Elytra's faster. Especially when it comes to having to bring all of our stuff for like crafting the gunpowder and the sugarcane, because we only have our inventory space and this one shulker box. Meaning it took a few trips just to get stuff over here so we can stock all of these rockets. But welcome back to another episode of AutoCraft Season 5. Today, obviously, we're going to be getting some wings. But before we can do that, I want to give this horse a proper home and not just inside of a pen. Because I'm going to try to still use this horse every once in a while having an Elytra, but it may be a little difficult. Because once I have the Elytra, it's just going to be a lot easier to just pick it up and go flying. But in between videos, I have come over here and finished off the terraforming for this area. And I have also removed the little temporary path that was here so we can start putting in our own. Now, the only thing that I'm thinking about is whether or not I want to do just a simple path or make more of a detailed one like what Calvin's got going on over here. Because over here, he's using brown mushroom block, packed mud, and rooted dirt, which, don't get me wrong, is a great path, and I love the look of this path. But this is also a lot of different materials to get. My original plan was to just do straight coarse dirt as our pathway, which we could definitely still do. But the more that I think about it, the more that I kind of want to use this path. But before we can put in a path, we need to figure out where we want these paths to go, which we're just going to use some grass paths with the shovel to figure that out. So this path right here coming off of the house is going to shoot down until probably around right here. And then we'll have this path coming off of the land bridge come in around the same spot over here. And then we're going to kind of turn this into like a four corners where this will go off in this direction towards that path over there. Or really it will like go straight a bit and then it will veer off that way. And then from this same area, we're going to come off in this direction and start making our way over to Calvin's Bridge over there. Which I have also come over here and just kind of smoothing out this land a little bit. Because when you got off this bridge before, it was like instantly jumping up a few blocks. So roughly something like this is what I'm going to want to do. We may take this four corners and move it down a little bit, but as of right now, this is what I have in mind. Now, if we're doing this pathway over here, we are going to need to have these materials. So rooted dirt, that's going to be pretty easy. If we just go to one of those azalea trees, you get a really good amount of that block. The packed mud is also super easy because Calvin's letting us use his mud farm over there. So as long as we supply our own dirt, we'll be able to get that. Now, the other thing is going to be this brown mushroom block, which again should be pretty easy because all we need to do is just grow up some brown mushrooms and then we can have those blocks, which unfortunately, I actually don't think I have any brown mushrooms at all. So let me go grab those blocks since it really won't be that hard. Gio, what is this?
Fantastic is what it is. Watch. Wait, let me get it going.
And you expect this to work so I can get the advancement finally.
Maybe, I don't know. It's fun though.
I will give it a try. I still suck.
You're doing it!
I did it!
You did it! Woohoo!
A few hours later, and I have collected a whole bunch of materials. We got a whole bunch of rooted dirt, a whole bunch of coarse dirt, a whole bunch of brown mushroom block, and a whole bunch of packed mud here. So let's get working on this path. The pathways are now done. As of right now, the pathways look a little bit weird because we don't have any builds around them. But if I take it into free cam and look at it from the top, I find it looks a little bit better. So you can kind of really get a bit of a grasp that this right here is going to be kind of our main walkway. And then pretty much this path is only going to bring us to Jushik. And then this path is not only going to bring us to Calvin, but I think I also want to take maybe another pathway coming off of here maybe. And then we'll be able to have this area be a little bit more. And then maybe right on that corner, we'll bring the path this way so we can kind of make a square right here. but that is for a different time. For right now, I just wanted to get these pathways in here. That way we can get a more of a visual on what we want to do with this area. But now it is time to meet up with our friends and go ahead and get to end busting. All right, it's end time, guys, and Gio already has an Elytra.
Yeah. I'll scout it out for us.
Ahead of the game.
Woo! Never thought I'd ever be swimming through the end.
I don't like this.
What, the one wide bridges?
Uh-huh.
It's fine. Oh, I looked at him. All right, show off.
You know what we should do another time without all of our best gear? We should do this with boats and leads.
Oh, God. Our bridge would already be that distance. No. Maranther.
Maranther!
Maranther, you weren't supposed to go down there.
Hey, you can't park here.
Me and Fire may have built a house for Maranther while we were waiting for her.
Welcome home.
How's it going?
Hi.
Do you want the tour? Come along.
Oh, goodness.
This
We've been
lovely
waiting up all
pathway.
night for you, young lady.
Ranthor's first.
I love that you built the house.
You got this.
How
This is
high
an
do I
easy
throw
one.
it?
Just jump and throw it. Look up in the air, jump and throw it.
45 degrees.
There you go. You got it.
Yeah.
And that's why I put first death on the sign.
Fire!
There was
Oh my God,
actually
it's behind me.
Ooh,
You exploded behind me.
4.
Oh,
I did.
nope, that's a goddamn gateway. I just got debated. Oh, no, never mind. Right next to it. Does it have a ship? Does it have a ship? Please have a ship. Please have a ship. Please have a ship. Please, 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 please. It has a ship and I'm
I
being
see
chased by an
one. There's
Enderman.
a ship.
This Enderman doesn't want me to have that ship. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, sir. Let's kill you. And there's my prized possession. And I didn't get the advancement because I picked up autos one a while ago. Elytra on breaking mending. Done. Oh, that feels so nice. Welcome.
Oh, I'm
Welcome.
gonna die. I'm gonna
Welcome.
die. No.
Maranther!
Oh,
That's the third time, Maranther! Or early fourth time.
But I lost all of these stuff.
The rest of this trip just consisted of me going to get Maranther's stuff, bringing it back to her, and then we did tackle one more end city so Sherb could get his Elytra because the one he was using he was borrowing, and then we headed on home. I am so excited to now be able to fly around the server, and I must say, I can see a lot more from up here. And no, that's not only just because we have Bobby now. But now that we're back over here and kind of using an Elytra now, I still want to be able to use my horse, but we really shouldn't be treating them inside of a spruce pen in the middle of the field. So let's build them an actual stable, in which as of for a location, I've been thinking right here. Let's just move this land back a little bit and we'll make a bit of a stable back here. In fact, I think we might also have to take out this rock. Okay, so I want to start off with maybe making some 3 wide entrances for the horses to go. And we're definitely going to need it to be something like this because I want to have space for 3 things. So I think we will actually have to move this over a bit and maybe back a block. And now that we have that, let's take it up a bit using some logs. And then I pretty much want to do the same thing, just 2 blocks back. And then we'll grab some fences and put some fences here. So pretty much I want to start the stable here. So I'll have a stable here, here, and here, and we'll probably make these maybe too long. So if I end it here, that should be enough to at least fit the horses in. And I think I want to make some faked walls using trapdoors like this. That way it gives a little bit more of a depth to the wall. As of for the back though, let's do it like this, where we'll keep one spot in the middle, and then towards the top, we'll just put in some stairs. And then for our dividers, I think we'll just use some spruce planks just to make it nice and easy. And then we'll add in our fence gates right here. And in fact, let's add in a few more fences right here. That way the horses can't really get to each other. And looking at this, it looks a little short. I think I want to raise it up a little bit. Okay, raising it up 1 block and adding in those little like struts here is making it look a lot better. Now, of course, we can always make it look better with even more trapdoors. Okay, and now that we have a building set up here, let's try to get a roof on it, which I'm thinking we go with a deep slate roof. I don't think I'm liking the full point here, so let's see if we can do something different. All right, I think I've got this roof figured out here. I just kind of made this area here jut out by 1 block, and then I made the roof come up over it right there. So I'm gonna finish up this build real quick. I think that I've gotten something here that I'm quite fond of, enough that I have put both horses inside, and we also have room for another horse if we so desire. And I also don't think I've said this on camera yet, but if we come in here, I have named our horse Bull. That is actually a community suggestion from Ash. So thank you. I've also come over here and added a bit of a hay barrel here, as well as a bit of storage just as decoration. I would say this very neatly fits into this little hill, and I do think that I want to put like some sort of vegetation or something on the hill behind it, just to add a little bit more to the background. But I think we will be terraforming this hill a bit eventually, so that will eventually work out. But if you've been paying attention in my hotbar, you see something new, and that is this carved pumpkin, because well, we now have a farmer's hat. This season, we are going to be doing a lot more stuff with custom models. So I've gone ahead and made a bit of a farmer's hat for us to use for this season. Because what I want to be making over in this area is a bit of a farm with farmland, animal pens, things like that. And that is going to be my main kind of goal for the season, is to make something along the lines of that with like I said, farmland, and we'll even like hide some things under farmland. So like if we make a cow pen, underneath it, we can put like a cow crusher. If we make a sheep pen, underneath it, we could put a little mini sheep farm, just things like that. So I want to work on the base a little bit more today, because I mean, it looks like we've done a lot today, being like the paths and the horse stable over there, but I want to do something that you'd be able to see from a little bit of a distance. And you can kind of tell what those two things are if I open up this box and this box. We're going to be making some trees. Now, as if for trees, I don't normally like to just build them straight in survival mode because they end up turning out terrible, and then I give up. So instead, I did go into creative to build up 3 different types of trees that we are going to scatter around the area, and then eventually we'll come back and we'll add in a few more during our like finishing touches phase of this area. But as of right now, let's try to jump into another time lapse. And I mean try, because I've already edited this video a bit and I have seen that the first time lapse has in fact corrupted. So hopefully this one works this time. So let's jump into the time lapse. And the trees have now been added. Now, of course, we're not fully done with this area, as we still have like some torches and just some flat land here. And we're going to be adding some things in these areas. Not everything is going to be buildings though. Some things are just going to be like little stalls or things like that, just to kind of fill the area and to make the area feel alive. But the main goal that I wanted to have in putting in these first few trees is when you come over this bridge, you can kind of get a feel for what the area is going to start to look like. Now, one thing that I want to attempt is to see this build with shaders. And yeah, I like this. I think this base is going to look very, very nice once we have everything starting to take shape, especially on this side of the road over here. And I would say I love just looking at the house from like right here. Especially because not only do we get the house, we get the trees, and we also get Calvin's balloon kind of just peering over, which I think is just a great background. But turning shaders back off, I want to come over and start making another little pathway. Because if we come over here to where our dock is, we really don't have anything leading up to it. So what I was thinking is we use some coarse dirt to make a little small path leading up to it. So let's go ahead and let's kind of mark out where I'd want this to go. And there we go. I got something marked out. So now let's put in the coarse dirt. And there we go. So now when we come off the dock, we can run along this pathway here, which I actually think that I want to thicken up a little bit. But yeah, so we have this path nice and situated enough that we can come up here and pretty much end it right where we come into this pathway here. There are pillagers on the porch. You cannot be here. I swear, those things have the weirdest spawning spots sometimes. But yeah, we have a nice pathway here that leads all the way up to the dock. And it just adds that little bit more to the area just to connect everything together. The original plan for the pathway for this dock was to have it come up this side of the building and end up here. But then I ended up putting this rock here, and I didn't really want to move it because I like its location. There are more pillagers. Oh, hey, free crossbow. Although one thing that we definitely want to figure out soon is how we want to do our lighting, whether or not we want to hide it underground, like with like carpets or something, or if we want to have more lampposts. Obviously towards the road, I believe we're going to have lampposts, and then further back, maybe like somewhere back here, we're going to put a carpet with like a frog light underneath it or something like that. But I'm going to say this again, and this probably won't be the last time that I'm saying this. So I love how these trees came out. So the next thing that I want to look at is actually putting the trims on the armor, because, well, right now we only have these 2 trims, which I have actually duplicated because I think we're just going to use these 2. And this is going to be Flow, the new one that we got in the trial chamber, and then Spire, the one that is in the end cities. As for the color, I think I want to go with emeralds, because once we make our armor into netherite, it's going to kind of pop with that green, and I think it will fit with the rest of our armor. I say armor, I more mean outfit. So let's see, I do have a smithing table here, so let's take off our armor, and I think I want to put Flow on the pants, and then we will put Spire on the boots. And there we go. So right now, our armor is going to look like this, and then eventually, once we transform our armor into netherite, it should look a lot better. Now, it's time to get up to some mischief. There is one last thing that I want to do for this video. And yes, it does involve shenanigans. We need to go into an ancient city, because specifically, I need a skulk sensor. But since we're going down there, we might as well also try to get ourselves that music disc and maybe just some enchanted golden apples. You may have thought I was going to say Swift Sneak 3, but we actually already have Swift Sneak 3 on our legs because Geo was very kind enough to donate one, and we'll just be helping him out with a bit of a storage room later on. So if we're doing an ancient city, I think I'm actually going to want to go tackle the one that's underneath the stronghold that we saw in the last video. So what I'm thinking, let's go ahead, let's grab our helmets to use instead of the farmer's hat. And I don't think I actually have my chestplate anymore. I may or may not have just thrown it away somehow. I'm gonna have to check through the footage that I have, but I think I actually might have just straight thrown it away. Let's grab some golden carrots, which will be a better food source for us, and then we'll just grab maybe 2 stacks of extra rockets. And I still don't have a portal yet, so let's just go use lazies. Okay, I think I'm actually gonna set my spawn right here, just in case anything were to happen. And I believe if we run through this way, and then this way, and then we climb up here, we should be greeted with a nice old ancient city. Which, now that I'm looking, I'm seeing diorite. Has this place already been looted? I think it has, in fact, already been looted. And what I'm going to do, just so we can see in here, I'm going to do one of these. I know it's kind of a little cheaty, but we're only really coming here for the fact of getting a skulk sensor and maybe a music disc. So let's just yoink this guy right here. And I think I'm also just going to grab a few more while we're here, just in case we are going to need more skulk sensors, which, I mean, it's Minecraft. We probably will. Now, the one thing I'm looking for is I want to try to get a music disc, which I believe you can still get like 13 in these, or even using one of these would work as well. By the way, I'm not really worrying about setting off the sensor, because we can always just run away. Enough that I think that's 2. I'm pretty sure we just let out a warden over there. But it's fine. We'll just go to the other side now. Because all we're looking for... Okay, there's other side. That is a disc. I don't know if I want to use other side because other side is just a good disc in general. Oh, but there's another other side though, and a 13. Okay, 13 is pretty much what we were looking for because 13 is a terrible disc. I do want to see if we could find a few more maybe, or maybe at least one more fragment. That way we'd be able to craft the 5 disc. And there we go. Look at this hoe. It is a fully maxed out hoe. That is insane pull. All right, and I would say this is probably one of the most easiest, and there's a warden right there. Although I do just want to come right here and just do one of these. Oh, that didn't work. Why didn't that work? Why didn't that work? Oh, I don't have mob sounds on. That's why I can't hear. Oh, I forgot I turned mob sounds down. Fly spot. I need to fly somewhere. Okay. Yeah, I disabled my right here. I disabled my hostile mobs. That's why this sounded so easy. I didn't think we triggered any. There's one there. We probably triggered one over there when we flew by. Yeah, okay. That wasn't as easy as I thought it was. But we do need to get out of here, so I wonder if we can get out using this little method right here. I just want to try to get back to the stronghold, which I believe is right here. Yep. Okay, that was actually pretty easy. I mean, it didn't take us long at all. I've only been recording for 6 minutes, which I would say is a very much big win. And the thing that I want to be doing is with this /audio player command. Because if I just go ahead and click this link now, we should have a file. And then we do put on item, and we'll just say stuff advertisement. And then as for a range, we'll do 20 blocks. And right here, we have ourselves a stuff advertisement. which if I grab this jukebox right here, we can go ahead and take a listen to what I've got set up here with. Attention shoppers! You can now select your subscription level inside of the stuff shop. Don't worry if you have not signed up yet, as you can still do so. In addition, there is also the brand new add-on called Turbo Tough, where you can get all your tough at once. Come on down to the stuff shop and select your subscription level today. I think it is a very, very good advertisement, and we'll definitely get some people annoyed. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in the shopping district and we're gonna set this up with a skulk sensor, which I believe all I have to do is bring a few redstone things with us, and we should be able to set this up pretty easy. All right, I've got some redstone things here set up, as well as the skulk sensor and stuff like that we're going to need. Now we need to head over to the shopping district to get up to our mischief, which is so much faster now we can fly. Okay, we definitely need a more central location in here, which I think is going to be right around this spot right here. Because if we make it about right here, that should be a good spot. Now, the unfortunate part is that everything is made of sand down here, so there's going to be a high chance that we're going to run into something bad, meaning sand falling on our heads. All right, let's get to the mischief. Okay, it is officially set up here, so if we walk over to roughly around right here, it's going to trigger. And there it is playing again. I'm going to kind of run away a little bit so you can kind of see a bit of the distance that it's going to have. I'm going to turn that down in editing so you don't have to hear it as loud, because it was pretty much at the same volume as it was for me talking. But now we need to get Calvin and we need to show him this advertisement. Calvin is officially on his way, but we do have to wait here until he gets here. So I don't know how long that is. So let's just, let's wait. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to cut it.
Twink, where are you?
Hello there.
Hi.
So, I see we have both done a little bit of work in this area.
Oh, we did. I didn't show you this.
You have not. I haven't really gone down here yet because I was kind of waiting until you can kind of show me.
Okay, so here we have we can call it the vault in some way, although it's not a vault, but it looks kind of creepy. These are the deposits.
Okay.
That's the word that I chose, the deposits. Here's where people that sign up on the different tiers are going to leave their stuff. So we have the Slide Stuff memberships. Here is where someone like Shio, if you come here, they walk in, they choose a barrel. This is Shiobag's barrel. He chose a Slide Stuff, and he has to deposit the stuff there when he wants to request more and all that stuff. And so we have 4 slots for each tier, so they are limited slots. And then over here, we have the stuff for sale. This is where we sell any stuff that belongs to the stuff shop, and it's not overpriced.
No, no, I think it's good.
It's
Yeah, I think it's a
good.
fair
We had a
price.
discussion. Yeah, we had that discussion with Auto. This was 5 diamonds per stack, and we raised it to 7 because Auto thought it was too cheap.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Auto really does know the right prices in the shopping district, so I think that was a good shot there.
Yeah, so I'm taking. I think I'm kind of following the basic rule of marketing. Whenever someone complains about the price, I just raise it up. That's going to be the logic.
That's fair. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
makes sense.
Okay,
I've done something, and it may be about how people can come over here and set up their subscription tiers and have the add-on too of Turbo Tough, and
Okay, I'm
just-
intrigued.
you just follow me this way.
I'll follow you this way.
Okay. You just had to go out the other door, didn't you?
Yes, we have to do that
Okay.
from now on.
All right. So I'm gonna you stand like right here. Now, just walk
Vanish.
towards me. Attention shoppers, you can now select your subscription level inside of the Stuff Shop. Don't worry if you have not signed up yet, as you can still do so. In addition, there's also the brand new add-on called Turbo Tough, where you can get all your stuff at once. Come on down to Stuff Shop and select your subscription level today.
I know you can't see me, but I'm smiling so hard right now. That is amazing.
We should probably
Again,
stand over. No, it's just staying over here so it doesn't play again. It's got like a 30-second delay before it can be played again, but
I love it.
I think our next endeavor after like that vocal one, we should make a map. So that way we can advertise in more than just the shopping district. We can put it in each of like the starter towns and things like that.
That's a lot of work, Link.
But it's for stuff.
It's true. I have ideas, but I know if we can discuss these ideas on camera. Maybe we can
Probably
discuss them now and show them later on once
Ooh.
the idea is fulfilled.
What could that have been about? You will never know. Well, you will know eventually. But I think that is going to have to go ahead and wrap up this episode because we got a decent amount of stuff done, including being able to now fly, as well as begin the expansion on our base with the pathways and the trees, and we got a new fancy hat. In the next episode, we are going to be prioritizing a little bit of some stuff. Wow, that didn't mean to say the same word twice, but I actually kind of like it. But anyways, I hope you have an amazing day, or night, or whatever it is right now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.